The suspect accused of opening fire inside Club Q in Colorado Springs is going to trial.
5 people were killed, nearly 20 others shot in November. The suspect charged with more than 300 counts.
Denver 7's Colette Bordelon has been following this story since the very beginning. She's in Colorado Springs to walk us through what happened in court today. Colette?
And probable cause was proved for all of those charges today in court. The judge even going as far to say it's likely prosecutors will be successful at trial. But what really stands out inside of that El Paso County courtroom is the number of people who showed up, sat in half of that courtroom, even spilling into where the jury might normally sit. And no matter how hard it was to sit through that preliminary hearing, they did it.
It's terrifying every time.
But each day, survivors head into the courthouse.
I didn't realize I was being shot until I looked up and was staring down the barrel of a gun.
Like Ashton Gamblin.
I have extreme anxiety, even with him in handcuffs.
One of dozens whose life is almost unrecognizable since the Club Q mass shooting.
I'm Raymond Green Vance's mother.
Along with these two.
And I'm Kelly Lovin's sister.
Who lost those they love on that November night.
I could just see her in that club, you know, like dancing around. Or, you know, it's really hard seeing how evil this man is.
The alleged shooter, who we're not going to name or show, is charged with over 300 counts, including hate crimes.
We only have to prove that somebody acted either wholly or in part by their bias towards a particular group.
District Attorney Michael Allen and the rest of the prosecution introduced new evidence during the preliminary hearing, like these pictures from the suspect's home showing gun parts, a black mask, and a rough sketch of the inside of Club Q.
It's just been kind of tough just to hear all the evidence.
The defense argued their client is sorry about the shooting and was on lots of drugs, lived with mental health struggles, and identifies as non-binary, painting a picture of a person who may try to plead not guilty by reason of insanity.
Too early to determine whether that will happen or not.
That doesn't excuse any of his actions. I don't think there's really any ever justice of someone being murdered.
But survivors are finding support in each other.
Their family. It feels comforting to have Adriana, you know. I feel like I can trust her like I trusted my sister.
And staying strong for the ones they'll always fight for. The next big day in the case, it's the arraignment scheduled for the end of May. That's when a suspect will formally enter a plea. Of course, the district attorney is expecting that plea to be not guilty. Now, it's not exactly clear yet if the trial will be happening this year, but of course, that's the hope. The suspect is being held without bond, Ann.
It is also very troubling, Colette. Thank you for that update. And the Club Q shooting renewed calls for gun reforms as one step in trying to prevent something like this from ever happening again.
And that's why Colorado Democrats introduced a package of bills at the state capitol today to curb gun violence. So let's take a breakdown of those bills. One would raise the legal age to buy rifles and other large weapons from 18 to 21. Another would add a 3-day waiting period for those wanting to buy a gun.
And the third bill aims to expand the red flag law. And a fourth would strip away some of the liability protections from gun manufacturers and sellers so people could sue them.
We've worked for months crafting the language and working with stakeholders, advocates, gun violence survivors to make sure these policies will be effective and, most importantly, enforceable.
Denver 7 political reporter Megan Lopez is going in depth on these proposals, and you can watch her report coming up on Denver 7 News at 6.